more on this, Bilgehan Ozturk joins us from Ankara. He's a researcher at the SETA Foundation, a think tank for political, economic and social research. Thank you so much for your time. How seriously will Russia and the Syrian regime be taking Turkey's latest warnings?
They have to take this warnings seriously because we are witnessing the implications of the warning by the President Erdogan for the past couple of days. That there is a difference on the ground from the past, which is the lack of Syrian regime aerial elements on air, because two regime helicopters have been shot down now. For the past 4 or 5 days, there is no serious Syrian regime aerial operations. It is just Russian airstrikes, Russian airplanes conducting sorties. So this is showing the seriousness of the warning from Turkey. Turkey is actually delivering the consequences of its warning on the ground. But in terms of balance of power, Russia is not deterred from this warning. That is why the airstrikes by Russian air forces are still continuing, and that is something to be deterred by United States military capacity. But that is the expectation of Turkey, of course. But it is not clear yet whether United States would be willing to deliver that capacity in order to contract the capacity of Russian military force. But Turkey, yeah.
Turkey and Russia say they'll hold bilateral talks on Monday on this topic. How likely is it that these talks will lead to a de-escalation in the violence around Idlib?
There is a difference between Turkey's attitude and the Russian attitude. Of course, Turkey is trying its best in order to achieve some consensus, some results through diplomatic talks. That is Turkey's intention and efforts. But Russia is slightly different. Russia is maintaining an intransigent position because it is enjoying a superior military capacity. It is controlling the airspace of Syria. So it is in a position to curb Turkey's, let's say, aerial operations if Turkey wants to conduct one. So they don't think they have to make concessions. They have to agree with Turkey because they are enjoying a superior capacity. But we will see that Turkey has to deter Russia by using force on the ground, because in the past we experienced that the way to make Russia come to table and announce a ceasefire is via using force. That worked in the past when Turkey called an operation and supported an operation of opposition fighters against Syrian regime. The Russian side called an meeting, and although it did not yield any outcome, but that was the thing that made Russian side to come to the table. And in order to make Russia to come to table and deliver a ceasefire announcement, and we have to see rise in escalation. But even announcing a ceasefire, I think it is not in the capacity of the lower level, let's say, officials. Yes, these talks are held between the two sides, but we have to wait for Russian President Putin and President Erdogan meeting directly with each other.
Right. Well, it sure is going to be make for some very interesting discussions nonetheless. Bilgehan Ozturk from the SETA Foundation, thank you for your analysis.